Hey everybody, welcome back. Okay, so I'm going to try something today. I was totally inspired by a fellow YouTuber, and I don't know how to pronounce her last name, so I hope I'm not like killing it. Her name is I'm going to guess Mooney DIY is her channel. JAYMUNEE DIY. Check it out. She posted recently a video on how to make scales using Dollar Tree items. It was unbelievable. Like, that's like one of my top 10 videos of all time. Creative, so creative. Amazing. It turned out gorgeous, and she inspired me to try to make a scale, one of the hanging scales using Dollar Tree items. So thank you for the inspiration, Jay, and I love your video. And if you want to see her channel, I'm going to put the link to her channel in the comment or in the section below, because she is the reason why I'm going to even attempt this today, and hopefully it can turn out even half as good as hers, because hers is amazing. I have always loved the vintage hanging scales, and they're a little pricey, and I wanted something. I do have one in my kitchen that I purchased from Hobby Lobby, but I wanted something to hang outside, to put flowers in. I live in kind of like a farmhouse, if you want to call it. It's a Cape Cod. I have a beautiful wraparound porch, and I wanted something unique hanging out there for spring, just to put flowers in. So I'm going to mimic a hanging scale using Dollar Tree items. And I have items here. I might not use all of them because there's part of this I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do, and that would be the hook. I don't think I'm going to need one. If I do, this is from Dollar Tree, and I might take this part off of it to kind of create the little hook, but I might not need to use this, okay? So what I'm going to be using for sure is Mod Podge and a Dollar Tree charger. I just grabbed a red one. They didn't have too many, so I'm going to paint it anyway. So a Dollar Tree charger. I'm using a Dollar Tree dry erase board. I'm using a Dollar Tree hanging wire planter holder, okay? And I'm also using a Dollar Tree planter. Now I am going to take, and I think I got this from Dollar General, it's Miracle Metallic, and I'm gonna use this to paint this and to paint the charger. So those two things are going to be painted with the metallic, and I think I'm going to keep this black. I like this, and I think when the metallic is up by it, it's going to make it look very cool, okay? And I might even put a coat of the paint on the dry erase board. Now, to get the face, and she came up with this great idea. She had taken a picture of a scale from her either doctor's office, I think. But I just went and took a picture of the scale I already have hanging in my kitchen and printed it off, okay? I had to enlarge it. So for it to, it's going to be on the dry erase board. That's what I'm going to use to secure it, to put it on the charger. So if you want to take a picture of your scale and you want to fit it to this dry erase board, you need to resize your picture to 93/940. You need to resize it to 983, and then in the first box, and the second box would be 943, and then print it off on, it'll say letter, use letter, and then at the bottom, do fill. And then it should print it off the perfect size to this dry erase board. You can see it fits perfectly, okay? And what I forgot to grab, and this was another amazing idea that Jay had, was to use a sheet protector to put over that. Um, she had done it because she wanted to give it that look, you know, of a real scale. I'm actually going to try it because I want to hang this outside and I don't want the rain to ruin it. So I'm excited. Thank you for the inspiration. Your scales turned out amazing, so I thought I would try doing a hanging scale. So join me and let's have some fun. So I already painted everything. I spray painted it. So you're gonna want to use that dry erase board as like a template and draw a circle around the printed scale face. And then you're gonna want to cut it out. This makes a great template. It was a little smaller than the dry erase board, but that is why I chose to paint it the same color as the charger, so it would blend in and you wouldn't notice that it was a little smaller. So now you're going to take some Podge, and you're going to put enough on it so it will stick to it, but not so much of it that you're going to get wrinkles. I did have some wrinkles that I could not get out, but that's okay. I didn't mind. It adds to the look of it. It makes it, you know, look a little bit more, in my opinion, you know, vintage and rustic, or I'm just making excuses because I had wrinkles. Whatever you want to do, you can always take it off and print out another one. I liked it. I didn't think the wrinkles were that bad to have to start over. So now you're going to want to take some more Mod Podge and put another coat on top of your printout. And then you're going to use that sheet protector to go over it. You don't have to use this. You don't have to do this step. I did it because this is hanging outside, and if it got wet, it would have ruined that paper face. So this was just a little extra added protection. But I think I put too much Mod Podge on, as you can see. So I did end up taking that sheet protector off and scraping a little bit of that glue off of it. Once you have it the way you want it, just cut the excess sheet protector off. It's real easy, and you can get real close. You're not going to see it on the charger. So just like I said, be real careful. You can see in the picture right now, there's too much on there. It's real, I don't know if it's just me or if everybody has this problem. I don't think I'm putting a lot on, but it ends up being a lot. So just be real light-handed with it. And as I said, just cut off that extra sheet protector, and then you can flatten it out again if you want after this step. It laid pretty good, so I wasn't worried about it. Now I'm using an abundance of hot glue because I did not want this falling off. So I put a ton of hot glue on it. That dry erase board fits perfectly in the center of the charger. So secure it down any way you want. If you want to use E6000, go for it. If you want to use hot glue, it worked fine. And I don't think this is going to be falling off. So I didn't like how shiny the metallic spray paint was. I wanted it to look more vintage, not so shiny. This was my choice. If you like the shiny, then skip this step. I just took some black acrylic paint, and then I took some Waverly Silver Lining chalk paint, and I just kind of added, you know, it all over it. In the video, it looks like I'm doing way too much, but it actually wasn't. I don't know why it's showing up like this. It turned out perfect. It looked kind of like galvanized metal when I was done. And it gave it a more rustic vintage look than that shiny metallic. So I decided to just do that also to the top of the flower basket, just to give it a little more vintage look. I didn't really need to do it on the sides because of the black wire. You really couldn't tell. The basket doesn't quite fit perfectly in the wire basket hanger. So right now you see me where the wire hanger touches the basket, I'm just putting some dabs of hot glue. And this is just to secure it so it doesn't move. Now I did end up using that lantern hanger. I'm just using the top part of that glass little lantern to make a hook to be able to hang the scale. And I just twisted it until it was kind of tied together and flattened it out. This is not from Dollar Tree. I did not know. I guess I could have drilled a hole in the charger. I didn't want to do that. So I actually had a loop with a clip on it. You do this any way you want. If you want to drill a hole and use a S-hook, that would work. I just had this laying around and it worked. So I had a little ring with a clip on it that I used. Now I'm going to take that hanger that I made out of the lantern hanger. I'm going to add a little bit of E6000 first. And then, so that I could be able to show you it hanging, I put a whole bunch of hot glue on top of the E6000 to hold the hanger. And again, my hot glue gun needs to be replaced because I'm having major hot glue gun failures lately. Dollar Tree has gorgeous artificial flowers. And I had picked up some while I was out this week. So after you're done gluing the hanger to the back, then you just take your basket and hang it from the bottom. And there it is, hanging outside on my porch. The light is so bad out here. Let me see if I can get closer so you can see how awesome. And I just added some flowers to it for now. You don't want to put anything too heavy in it. I mean, you do have hot glue holding on your hanger. So just some fake flowers from Dollar Tree. I think it really looks cute out here hanging on my porch. I have my son holding it just so you can see it in the light because it was so dark in that corner, just to get a better view of it.